Hello, my name is Alexandria Houston, and my speech is on child abuse. In a three-bedroom house in a neighborhood in Miami, a couple named George and Beth McCray adopted twins named Nubia and Victor the Doctor. After 6 years of being fostered and 2 years of full adoption, the siblings began being assaulted by the McCrays. The couple abused the twins by duct taping them, locking them in the bathroom for hours, forcing them to stand in garbage cans, starvation, being roughed up, and pure neglect. The abuse continued for about 2 years until the couple finally decided to get rid of them. Mr. McCray took them to a local park and poured a chemical that was so powerful it melted their flesh and later sickened the emergency workers. Nubia's acid-scorched body was found in the back of George's truck, while Victor's body was slumped in the seat. Victor was hospitalized in critical condition, fighting for his life, while Nubia's poor little body is now laying in the coroner's morgue. Can you imagine going through this, or somebody you love going through it? In order to notice child abuse, you have to know why child abuse happens. Even though child abuse is becoming less of a U.S. problem, child abuse and neglect occurs when a child is mistreated, resulting in injury or risk of harm. Abuse can be physical, verbal, emotional, or sexual. Child abuse decreased from approximately 700,000 to 140,000. The stats of child abuse: 54,000 children were ages 0 to 6 years old, 51,000 children were ages 7 to 12 years old, 36,000 children were 13 to 18 years old, 95,000 children reported sexual abuse, 25,000 children reported physical abuse. Among 116,000 alleged sexual offenders, 76,000 were 18 years or older. 12,000 were between ages 13 to 17 years old, and 8,000 were was under 13. 45,000 were a parent or a step-parent of the victim. 24,000 were related to the victim, and 37,000 wasn't related to the victim. Due to alcohol abuse, parents who are drunk or high are unable to care for their children, making good parenting skills, decision, or control often dangerous impulses. Untreated medical issues such as bipolar disorder, depression, anxiety disorder can allow the person to have trouble taking care of themselves, much less their children. Lack of parenting skills: some caregivers never learn the skills necessary for good parenting, such as teen parents or people who abuse themselves. Stress and lack of support: parenting can be a very time-intense, difficult job, especially if you're raising children without support of a family member, friend, or just the community, or you're dealing with relationship problems. Caring for a child with a disability, special needs, or difficult behaviors is also challenging. It's important to get the support you need so you are emotionally and physically able to support your child. Julie McKinney, a clinical group counselor with the Parent Aid program, said, whenever parents are under stress, there's a high risk that they might abuse their child. In conclusion, child abuse has become less of a problem because it has decreased. Even though children are being abused less, it is up to us to cut it out completely. Life is a blessing from God and should be considered precious. Abusing children can mentally, emotionally, and physically scar them for life. For Nubia and Victor, their lives ended at a very young age. We would never know if they would have become abusive. But if we become aware of our surroundings and our behaviors, we can save children's lives. Okay.